Okay, we're going to turn fractions into decimals and vice versa, decimals into fractions. Very simple, actually. So we would need to remember one thing. And what the thing is the place values of decimals. So you remember that, let's say, a regular number has place values, right? Boom, boom, and let's go with green again. So we know that out here, we've got the ones place, and then the tens place, right? Behind or to the right of the decimal, interestingly enough, we've got the tenths place, and those are going to be things like 10 cent, 0.1, which is 10 cents, 0.2, which is 20, 0.3, which is 30 cents, 0.4, which is 40 cents, 0.5, which is 50 cents, and so on. And then we've also got the hundredths, right? We've got something like, I don't know, 0.01, right? Which in reality is 0.0100. Well, no, it's actually 1 cent, to be honest with you. Then it's 0.02, then it's 0.03, then it's 0.04, then it's 0.05, and so on. And then you've got your thousandths, which is really 0.001, 0.002, 0.002, 0.003, 0.004, 0.005. And how did I get those zeros? Well, it's literally how many spaces over it would take to get to the thousandth spot. Okay, here's what you all need to know. Each of these place values can be rewritten as a fraction. The tenths can be written as whatever the number is in this box over 10. So what I mean is, if that's 0.3 and it's in the tenths spot, you can literally write it as 3 over 10. And then you're done. If it is in the, let's say you have a number in the hundredth spot, let's say it's a 4, you literally write you literally write 4 over 100 because it's out of the hundredths. It's 4 out of 100 pieces. And lastly, you can probably figure out what's going to happen. If you had something in the... Ooh, what happened there? If you had something in the thousandth spot, like let's say a 7, it would literally be 7 out of 1,000. And that would be your fraction. So, pretty simple, right? Let's do some examples. I want you to convert 0.09 to a fraction. I'll give you a second. All right, here's how I do it. First, identify what you have. Do I have any whole numbers? No. Do I have any tenths? No. Do I have hundredths? Yep. So it's going to be out of 100. We know that. And what's the number? 9. That's it. So it's 9 out of 100. Okay? But that was it. Next, let's go backwards. Let's do 0.25 as a fraction. First things first, do I have any whole numbers? Nope. Then, do I have a tenth? I do, but I also have a hundredth. So this is really 25 out of 100 because the hundredths place is satisfied or is filled. So it's out of 100, and then you just put the 25 on the top. And it's 25 out of 100, which can be reduced if you wanted to, right? You can divide this by 5, and you can divide this by 5, and that would be 25 divided by 5 is 5, 100 divided by 5 is 20. We keep going. 5 divided by 5, 20 divided by 5, 5 divided by 5 is 1, 20 divided by 5 is 4, 1/4. And as you know, 25 out of 100 is the same as 1/4, same thing as 25 cents out of $1. That's why it's 100 cents. This is 1 out of 4 coins, 1 out of 4 coins, 1 out of 4 coins, 1 out of 4 coins. You put all 4 together, you get 4 out of 4 coins, or $1. All right. Now, that would be different than if it was just 0.2. Because if it's just 0.2, there's no 100th spot, so it's never activated. Just the 10 spot's activated. So you would say, all right, just the 10s, 2 out of 10, or 2/10, right? Literally, 2/10. That's how the fraction terms comes out. And that's how we get the fraction or the decimal terms, tenths, hundredths, thousandths, because they're all fractions. Now let's do one with a, let's go from a fraction into a decimal. So if you had 25 over 1,000, turn into a decimal, well, first you would say, all right, there's no whole number in front here, so it's just going to be 0. Then it's going to be the decimal. Then it's 25 out of 1,000, right? So you just move over. So what that essentially means is that the last digit has to be in the thousandths place. So 1, 2, 3 is how many places over. You can just count 1, 2, 3 zeros. The 5 has to be, the last digit has to be in the thousandths place. And then the 2 goes right in front of it, and then a 0 in front of that. And so there you are. That is 25 thousandths. Here's 25 hundredths. Again, no whole number, so you can just write 0. Then, how many places over do I need? Well, I need 2 for the hundredths. What number will be in the last column? 5. And then the 2 would be right here. And there you have, literally, 25. And what place is the 5 in? Hundredths. Now, let's do one with a whole number. For example, 2.7. The way you say this is literally 2 and, for the decimal, 2 and literally 7/10. So that should be a clue as to what the fraction is going to look like. It's going to be 2. This is out of tenths, so you got 10 on the bottom. Then you put the 7 on the top. So it's literally 2 and 7/10. Now, if you're going to go from a whole number to a, let's do it, hold on, let's do one more for that. Let's do 3 and 4/100ths. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. 3 and 4/100ths looks like this, right? 3 and 4/100ths, or $3.04. Whole number becomes the whole number. And becomes the fraction. Okay, how many decimal places is it over? 1, 2, right? So that's going to be in the hundredths place. So you know it's going to be hundredths on the bottom. And then the number 4 on the top. 3 and 4/100ths, which can be reduced because I can divide 4 by 2 and 100 by 2, and that's going to give me, nothing happens to the 3. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 100 divided by 2 is 50. I can do it one more time. Divided by 2, divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 50 divided by 2 is 25. 3 and 1/25 is the same as 3 and 4/100ths. Yeah. And let me just give you one more for good measure. Let's say it's 4.1 as a fraction. You've got the whole number, which is 4. The decimal, which is going to be the fraction. How many spaces over you went? You went 1, which is the same thing as the 10th spot. So you're going to write 10 down here, and then you're just going to put the 1 on the top. 4 and 1/10. And that's how come you can say it like that. 4 and